have Garrett Yoshimi from the University of Hawaii. This challenge is about creating an interactive learning application that educates the general public on how the internet works, how it reaches Hawaii, and how it accesses the internet. And up next, here's Garrett.
Thanks, Leo. Appreciate it. Good morning, everybody. My name is Garrett Yoshimi. I'm Vice President for IT and Chief Information Officer at the University of Hawaii. I just wanted to maybe start with kudos to, or congratulations, I should say, to Chris Nguyen and his Love Milk Tea team from 2017. I vividly remember working with the team. They did a fantastic job on the challenge and in particular on their pitch. So I would, for those that are participating this year, I would definitely hang out with Chris in his session to talk about, how to basically how to put together a winning proposal. For this morning, welcome to all the hackers, and we have a little pitch this morning. And my question to you is, are you up for this challenge? Starting out, we're continuing to work with, and this is only a 30 or 40 minute briefing on Hawaii broadband. I'm only kidding, Thelma. To get us we are continuing, and this is real, this isn't fake news. We are continuing to work to maximize Hawaii's benefit from the once-in-a-lifetime federal funding opportunities. These are literally billions of dollars that the federal government is making available to states, territories, and tribal nations to move or to invest in state-level broadband infrastructure. In particular for Hawaii, this amounts to several $100 million coming our way. The programs were created to support efforts by states and territories to address the pandemic-exposed digital chasm. And I'll start using the word chasm as opposed to digital divide, because really through the pandemic, and this is really magnified by the effects of the pandemic, the inability to access online services impacted millions of Americans and many more of our local residents in Hawaii than people believe. There are a few highly rural, off the grid, on purpose off the grid. Those are the ones that folks tend to think of as the unserved or the disconnected. But the pandemic shone a light on many, many others in our metro neighborhoods, disadvantaged, houseless, Alice families, and many, many more, including many individuals that are not economically challenged, but are just not into the tech thing for lots of different reasons. For broader context, broadband, or AKA the internet, touches everything that we do. Think work, education, healthcare, government services, entertainment, commerce, even our own personal social networks. Already woven into our social fabric pre-pandemic, the internet has clearly become yet another critical or foundational utility service, just like power, water, sewer, public safety, trash collection. Oh, well, wait a minute. What's going on here? Maybe some nation state attack. But sorry, Vince, I don't want to get you too nervous. I'm just kidding, Vince. For many that don't get it, either choose to or not connect, or that are fearful of the internet or just afraid to ask, the disturbance that might affect some of us in the room today. So most of us in the room, so we're connected. A lot of folks already, it's second nature to a lot of us. But for many others, the feeling when the service is disrupted is literally all the time. For the unconnected, this is every day, all the time. For the unconnected, now what? So our challenge, your mission, should you decide to accept it, is to create something to help the unconnected, those hiding in fear of the net, our friends and neighbors that just need some help, encouragement to get connected. Our target audience is that collective group of friends and family that we can help understand what this internet stuff is, not something to be feared, not uber complicated, and not something that's only for some selected community of geeks. Sorry, everybody's a geek in this room. You already know that, but it's a good thing actually. This includes this includes all age ranges, backgrounds, some that may be able to use their mobile phones, but not that, not much beyond that. And some maybe just plain afraid or just in denial, not willing or wanting to do this stuff. So we are looking for an app simple, friendly, intuitive UI UX, user interface, user experience that can be the digital training wheels. Perhaps something to get started together with a community digital navigator, a friend, family member, a community member that can help get our target audience started on their way to joining our connected future. The app should encourage stickiness, use gamification strategies to support progress through the learning objectives, and as part of the process, either with or via utilization statistics or direct feedback mechanisms, the app should collect data on hurdles to adoption for us to use in funding community engagement, digital equity, and digital literacy efforts. Lots of resources are available. You know, we have for Hawaii's statewide efforts, we have information that we're starting to collect and make available publicly at www.hawaii.edu/broadband. Not a little longer than the short URL stuff that Vince is talking about, but still pretty short, easy to remember. And then literally every state and territory in the country is engaged in this activity today. This is top of mind for lots of us in government and public sector service to try and figure out how to make broadband services or the internet broadly available and comfortably and meaningfully available to all of our population, to all of our residents. Lots of other resources. Our awesome sponsors for the HACC today can provide a bunch of resources as you go through this. There's a bunch of training programs, mentorship, and ability to get access to lots of resources. There's also that googly thing, you know, that people are pretty familiar with. I know a lot of our friends from Microsoft are also participating throughout the HACC to provide not only resources, but help along the way to make sure that the folks that participate in the HACC can be successful. So next steps, hacksters out there, are you up to this challenge? We want to get you start hacking right away. Let me know, contact me, reach out to me. We're here to help. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Garrett. Thank you for showing us how the internet can affect our daily lives.